This thing was harder to find than Tickle Me Elmo on Christmas Eve. And almost as hard to find as those Harbor Freight mini toolboxes. Okay, well this is like the 6th Home Depot that I've been to today, and hopefully they've got these Husky drawers in stock. The other stores that I went to showed that they had one or two in stock, but then when you actually got to the store, they didn't have any actually available, even though I had some of the associates look around for some. So they're showing that there's 2 available at this store, so let's go in, check it out, and see if they actually have it. All right, well we finally found one. Here is the Husky build-out 2-drawer system, and it's locked right now. Oh, there we go. So that's how you unlock it. And there's the dividers, and then I think you can slide this right in here to store it. And so I thought, oh, here, down here. There's a little storage thing down here. Slide that into, and then that holds it shut. And then the bottom drawer opens up. No dividers in the bottom drawer. They got dividers on the top drawer. And then here it is next to the Dewalt drawers. So the Dewalt drawers feel pretty flimsy. These feel pretty solid. These sliders are really smooth versus this feels like really cheap toolbox. You know how it kind of feels a little flimsy, but 2 drawers. No, you don't get any dividers with the Dewalt ones. Here's a 3-drawer Dewalt. So they didn't have the 3-drawer Husky. Otherwise I would have picked that up too. But here's the Dewalt, and it's on sale right now at Home Depot. $119 or $120 basically for the 3-drawer, and then $100 for the 2-drawer. But the Husky 2-drawer was only $79, and then the 3-drawer is $75. They didn't have any of the 3 drawers available, but let's go compare it to maybe like the Ridgid. But that's how they compare side by side to the Dewalt. Seems like the Dewalt's a little bit smaller. Husky is definitely a little bit bigger. So let's go compare it to a couple more boxes. Okay, here it is next to the Milwaukee Packout. So dimensionally, they're pretty similar. So the Milwaukee obviously has this pretty robust locking system that slides away. But do they not give you any dividers with it, or did somebody take them out? Oh, here are all the dividers. So this is the 3-drawer system. I don't see a 2-drawer, but I think the 2-drawer is about the same size. So you can kind of see them side by side. I'm really impressed with this Husky system. It's pretty nice. I really like it. This is nice on the Packout with that lock, because this one, again, you've got to kind of slide it in and out of the slot here. And now that I've got it in, I can't get it out. So how do I get that out? Oh, here we go. Okay, I just have to pull really hard, and then you got to kind of stick it in the bottom there, and then, oh, got it backwards. So it's not a bad system, it's just not quite as convenient. And then what happens if you accidentally leave this someplace, versus it's nice that it's kind of built in on the Husky. You can just slide it out of the way if you don't need it, but it's always stored so you won't leave it behind. Milwaukee drawers are $179 versus $79 for the Husky. All right, let's go see if we can find a couple of other drawers to compare it to. Okay, so here's the other Husky system. So this is the Husky Connect, and it latches in with 2 built-in latches like that, and then the drawers slide out. It's got dividers in here that you can put in. And this is the only drawer system they have. I don't think they have a 3-drawer, they just have the 2-drawer. But this is $44.98. It's about half the price, and it looks like it's about half the height. So height-wise, it's only as tall as the single drawer, the bottom drawer here. But It's a nice box. The drawer slides very smoothly. I think the Husky build out slides a little bit smoother, but this was the first system that they had, and I like their locking mechanism because it's, like I said, it's built in. It's out. It swings out of the way when you don't need it. And I already have the Connect system, and oh, it's got a handle, so you can kind of use it as just a regular toolbox walking around here too. There's no handle on this, so your drawers are kind of built in. But I'm waiting for the dolly to come out because I think I want to put a couple drawers together, and then they've got a workbench that you can put on top of it and slide it around. Let's see. There's the Ridgid and the Ryobis. Let me compare something else real quick. All right, and here's the Ridgid and the Husky side by side. So the Ridgid 3-drawer looks like it's a little bit taller. It's a shade taller than the Husky, but otherwise dimensionally pretty similar. Ridgid has a very similar locking mechanism to the Husky Connect, where it just kind of slides on the side here and holds the drawers in. And then when you don't need it, you slide it out of the way. These slide smoothly enough. There are your dividers. Slides smoothly enough. And it's got that's not really a handle, that's just kind of hold it up. I mean, if you've got this thing full, you probably won't want to put a handle on it anyway to pick it up like a toolbox, but that's that. And I also saw the Ryobi Lynx, so I thought I'd compare it. And then the Ryobi Lynx has this. Oh, I definitely don't like this because this can't stay out of the way. This is going to be in your way all the time. Yeah, I mean, oh, I guess you can, there you go. No, I'm having trouble with this staying out of the way. Oh, man, this is worse. This is horrible. But slide's pretty good. Ryobi Lynx. So this is probably more and close to the size of the Husky Connect versus the Husky build out, but there it is. I think it's a little bit bigger, the Ryobi Lynx, compared to the Husky. Yeah, it's definitely smaller, but kind of in between the build out and the Connect. So the Ryobi Lynx is in between, but I definitely don't like that locking mechanism. This, even though it says you can hold it up, it still falls and then kind of gets in your way. But I like the fact that it's on board. You know, that's the one thing I'm not quite sure about the Husky, is that piece sliding in and out. I think that's going to get lost. Anyway, let's get this box home. We'll do a little bit more in-depth interview in comparison to the other boxes. All right, well, I finally got me one. This thing was harder to find than Tickle Me Elmo on Christmas Eve, and almost as hard to find as those Harbor Freight mini toolboxes. But anyway, ended up getting one home, and so here it is. It's the Husky build out drawer. So I already did a quick comparison with some of the other drawer systems that are available at Home Depot. Now that we've got it home and on the workbench, let's take a closer look. So again, the sliders are ball bearing, real nice, very, very smooth. I like the way the drawers slide in and out really nicely. Again, it's got the dividers on the inside. So, you know, really basic stuff. You can change out the dividers however you like. So that's nice. And then the bottom drawer, I don't think, did the dividers fit in the bottom drawer? I don't know. Let me try it. Yep, looks like you can use the dividers on the bottom shelf as well if you wanted to. But it looks like you can only, wow, why is it so tough to get in? Okay, what am I doing wrong here? Why is this so difficult to slide in and out? Okay, I'm just gonna try it on this side here. Okay, I got that side in. Don't know why that was so difficult. I'm sure there's some operator error going on. Maybe I need to use 2 hands. Okay, got it in. All right, and then slide these back. No? What am I doing wrong here? What is going on? Oh, did I not get it in the slot? Okay. Okay, I'm doing something wrong. So this thing is not idiot proof because I cannot get these dividers to work unless there's something going on here. Let me do it that way. Okay. All right, now I think I've got the hang of it. Nope, guess not. Wow, what am I doing wrong here? Okay, somebody who owns these boxes can tell me what I'm doing wrong, because it is just not playing nicely. Let's see if I can try and do it all at once here. Okay. All right. It's in. All right, so you can use the dividers on the top of the box or on the bottom of the box. It doesn't matter, but you can't make it a full divider. So this is how it would work. But yeah, it's a little challenging to take out in and out. So it's not something that you want to do often. Probably just do it once or twice, get the hang of it. So let me just put it back here. Yeah, it seems to slide in the top box a lot easier than the bottom box. It just seems to work out a lot better. And I think if you do the sides, because there's a bit of flex on these in the middle, so if you do the sides first, get it to lock in place, then the middle one goes in a lot easier. But again, definitely could be operator error. Okay, so that's it. I mean, the build quality is what you would expect. It's fairly heavy. I was walking around the store with it without a cart, and it was getting kind of heavy to hold on to. I'm still not sure about this system here, where let's show you a closer look. So this is where you store the lock when you're not using it, and it seems like, you know, not super. And there's a little channel, you stick it down there and you get it up here, and then you can put a padlock through here, and then when it's padlocked, it prevents the drawers from opening. But the fact that you've got to store this, I mean, that it's not connected to the box, I think the potential for losing this is really high because it's not permanently attached somewhere to the box. So, you know, I think where they could have done is maybe hinge it at the bottom, and then you pull it out and you slide it underneath. That's kind of how the Milwaukee one works. And I think that storage system's a little bit better than having it here and then putting it on the side. And then the other thing too is, this is minor, but see how the channel is open on this side, and you put it in the top here. So what's your natural reaction is when you take it out, you'd lift it up and you would hold it in this position as you open the drawer. So again, it's normally, this is in the position. You would pull it out, flip it over like this, pull it out, and then you would want to try and slide it into the recess, right? But that's not how it goes. You've got to actually turn it 180 degrees, and then it slides in this way. So that's how it stores. And then, of course, when you take it out, and it's a little difficult to see this part, that's how you take it out, is you've got to pull on this tab. I think this might break. It's plastic. It's a little plastic clip. You can see where it just clips in and clips out. Hopefully, Home Depot will sell a replacement for this I mean, I could probably just press it out. This part is metal, but this part is plastic, the locking part, the clip. But anyway, again, so this is how you store it. So the U channel is facing that direction. And so when you pull it out and go to use it, you would kind of, you would pull it out and then you would just rotate your hand and want to clip it in, right? So, but that's not the way it clips in. That is incorrect. You've got to turn it 180 degrees in order for it to fit in the right position for it to lock. So minor gripe, I guess, but it just makes it inconvenient because then you've got to take it out, flip it, pull this out, then slide it in. Well, I guess, you know, once you get the hang of it, it's not that big of a deal. Comes in and out, and then you kind of rotate it in your hands and get it to lock. So maybe not a huge deal, but I think for as long as we waited for this box to come out, I think they could have made a better design. That's sort of all I'm saying. But anyway, here it is. This is fantastic. I really like it. Somebody pointed out in my earlier video that if you watch the promo, there's actually 3 versions of the build-out drawer box. So there's the 2 drawer that we see here. There's the 3 drawer that I saw online. It's not available in store, but you can order it and they'll ship to store. It takes about a week to get shipped to the store. And then, if you watch the video, there is a single big drawer that goes along with this system as well. So I'd be kind of curious to see when that's going to come out because it's not available on their website. Earlier, when I looked on the website, they were saying that these drawers weren't going to be out until after Christmas. So maybe that big drawer will be in after Christmas. But I'm really interested in getting another drawer and then the dolly and then maybe the wooden top, depending on how much they want to charge for it. So, you know, Milwaukee charges like, I want to say it's like $100 for just the dolly. And so some guy made a template of the Packout and just put casters on it and called it a day. Maybe that's the way to go. I've seen things that, you know, kind of a pallet, sort of a flat dolly from Harbor Freight for like $25. And then you can just mount it. I'm sure somebody 3D prints some things where you could just mount the clips to it and then slap this drawer on, slap another drawer on, and I don't know, 3D print another mount to get just a butcher block on top and then call it done. But curious to see when those other accessories come out. Anyway, this is it. So if you can find it, go get it.
If you're enjoying these videos, please consider subscribing to the channel and to the newsletter using the links below. We'll share more tool buying tips, classic car and classic motorcycle project finds, some motorsport news, and maybe a wrenching tip or two.